told you guys I'll be back tomorrow, but I thought I would come on here for a little bit and just catch up with a lot of y'all. I mean, we had some people that were in here yesterday, but y'all, I tell you guys this. Sometimes, not all the time, but there's a couple of times where on my days off from streaming, I will come on sometimes on one of my off days or a couple of them if I feel like it, and just chat for a little bit. So I thought I would just come in here and say hey to everybody and check in to see how y'all are doing. But as everybody's coming in here though, please be respectful, be mindful, but also beware to be respectful. And if anybody on here is new, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber who's been here before or maybe was here last live, welcome back. And also do be respectful because I also have mods who come in my live stream, so if we have to kick a person out or if someone in here is being difficult, then they will be in front at all times, so that way I don't have to be the person dealing with them. Because, y'all, like I told you guys before, I'd rather not deal with anyone's nonsense. Like, I just don't. Like, I really just don't want to deal with it. So, yeah. And also to give, I'll give it a minute actually before I go into that. But, yeah, we're just chilling, hanging out. But, anywho, hey there. I can see you're new. Little D3, I think you're new, so welcome. Alex, I see you're new too. Tiff, I see you're new, welcome. Destiny, I see you're new, welcome. We're starting to get a lot of new people. Let's keep going, y'all. Reevy, I see you're new too, welcome. So far everyone seems to be, like, I do get some people who are returning and I do get a lot of new people. That's good though, because I always say on here, the more people we get, the better. And also it does help out with the numbers on the channel. And, it's good to explore like that, too. So, Antonio, I see you're new as well. Man, we're getting a lot of new people. Thank you so much. I very appreciate it. Y'all feel free to like and subscribe if y'all want to. There's no forcing here. That's a you decision. Because y'all, half of us here are adults, some of us are teens in here as well. So we can make that own decision on our own. So don't feel pressure at all. And if you want to, don't feel like you have to, like, when you immediately come in, it can be anytime. But y'all, we are a positivity free zone, meaning we are not tolerating any sort of negative behavior out of people. Because, y'all, let's see. Of course, I've had to deal with a few people who are crazy, but that's just what they do. And so, that's why I've got mods on Airhand too that will eventually start to come in here to help me out clear it. So if we have to. And even, y'all, I'd rather it not be me doing all of it, because that's just too stressful to do on my own. I'd rather not. So, anywho, I like South Dakota. Hadley, I see you're new too. Welcome. Yeah, a lot of us are new here. That's crazy. But give me just a minute while I get comfortable real quick. Hang on. But yeah, so I'm not. Alex, what the heck of a response is that? But I'm gonna continue talking. I'm not gonna look at comments like that. So, yeah, but we're just hanging out. So if y'all wanna, feel free to come in here, ask questions. Don't say anything inappropriate, is what I will say with that. You know, just feel free to say hey if you want. Relax. You know, because a lot of us have lives here that we deal with, and we need a sense to pause for a little bit and catch ourselves. Because y'all, as some of us adults here, we deal with all kinds of shenanigans. Like, some of us have jobs, some of us are in the process of that. Some of us are even teens and trying to get ready for school coming up, or get all the craziness started. So, it's just a lot of it. And so, Jennifer. Yep, Jennifer, you're getting a shout out right now. Okay, him. Sokum, I see you're new. Had to take me a minute. What? Hey there. Oh, your name is harder to say. Lee's, I see you're new. Brooklyn, I see you're new as well. Yes, Brooklyn, you're getting a shout out. Man, y'all, we're getting a lot of new people. Especially for it being the first live of the day, technically on my day off. But, y'all, I tell a lot of my people that there's some days I will come in here on my day off for a bit. Because, you know, Raymond, first mod in the chat, let's go. How you doing? And yes, you guys, like I told you guys earlier, I do have mods who are on here, so if we have to get somebody out of here, then they're right in the chat at all times. Luckily, we haven't went that far yet, but I have a feeling maybe that might happen, but it just depends. But let's just pray it doesn't happen. Joyce, I see you're new, so welcome. I'm not listening to that statement. That's good, Raymond, that you're doing well. But, sorry, I was hearing something in the background. But, also, while we now got more people in here, to kind of give you guys, an update with, so for those of you that were in my live yesterday, I've had my boyfriend out here for like a week, and today was the day that he left today. So we had to go and drop him off around like 10:15. Like, we left at like 10, probably more like 10-ish or so. And got there probably around like 11 something. And so but so yeah, and plus y'all, that went really well. But yeah, basically what we got to do, sorry I talk fast, to in between each word, it just depends. Hey there, Brooklyn, I see you today in the chat. But yeah, and so yeah, so this morning, woke up, got ready for the day, after all that, brought in here, woke my boyfriend up so that way he can get ready for the day too. And then he and I got to snuggle together. Like, we got to do our morning snuggle for, like, which is aka cuddles, y'all. We got to do our morning cuddles for, like, the last time before we had to drop him off. And so, yeah, and so then around 10, I think it's like 10:05, 10:10 kind of area, we went and dropped him off. Like, we basically dropped him off, and then we got back probably around 11 something, probably. At least 11 something or almost noon. And since then, I've just been relaxing and stuff like that. Just recovering from all the chaos. But I did get some pics before we left though too, so I will show you guys that in a second. Alright, now look at that person's response. What's my favorite color, Brooklyn? Pink. To answer your question, that's a good way to kick the questions off. Thank you to someone who's asking right stuff here. Big shout out to that. I'm gonna keep going here though. Good one, Raymond. Definitely throw it back. Roblox, welcome in the chat. I think you're one of my returning people. I think. And if so, welcome back. But if you're new, welcome. Because I think I can recognize your profile. I've got so many people in here, so it's hard to keep track of everybody. But, I mean, y'all, that's the point. Is if you remember who's new, you do. But if you don't, it's fine. Because we learn. It's just, life gets in the way of things and we get too caught up in it these days. And so, yes, I do play it, but I don't really play on it as much these days. I mean, it's fun to play, I'll tell you that. Which, I don't add randoms for anything to ever think that as well. Yes, I've got 3 dogs, which are two of them are Shih Tzus, and the third one is a German Shepherd mix, which they're cute. Super Vincent, welcome back. How are you doing? I think you're new though. I think your name's familiar, but I can't tell off the bat. But let's see. Oh, really? That's true. That's cool. Yeah, they're cute. I mean they, they can shed like crazy, but they're cute. At the end of the day. Bren, I see you're new. Welcome. DJ, welcome back. How are you doing? It's been a minute. My weekend was good. What about yours? And also, I probably will summarize kind of what it's looked like with me and AJ this past week. Because for those of you that I've told about him, he was out here this week, and which it was amazing. I mean that's still good though. I mean, it's, weekends are kind of also a time to relax and stuff like that before the week happens. And so, yes, double tap the like button, those that are coming in. But yeah, so to kind of give everybody kind of a rundown. So but anyway, yeah, and so basically what it looks like. So to kind of give everybody an update with us too this week, Monday, so kind of trying to memorize all the order. So Monday we picked him up, we came back home, relaxed. He got his stuff situated, like some of his things that were in a suitcase that he had for the week. And then we obviously cuddled a lot because that's what we do. Especially even I love it because it makes you feel really relaxed. And so, yeah, so we cuddled a ton. Then we hung out. Tuesday, we got to do the same thing too. We got to cuddle as well, but then around 1 p.m. Central time, I went for my 4th assessment with this program I've told some of you guys about, because I'm trying to get a job. But of course, sometimes everyone assumes that getting a job is an easy thing when it isn't. So I'm doing mine through counseling to get help, because I'd rather not try to do it on my own, because it's just I've tried since I was 16 and it's just difficult to do. And so Irene, I see you're new. Welcome. How are you doing? And so I had to do that assessment from like 1 to 5, which was long. I'm not gonna lie about that. Like, I really am not gonna lie about that. It was a pretty long one. But then I got home around 5, and then I got to cuddle with my boyfriend some more. And then, yeah. And then after that, Wednesday, I think we got to, once again, cuddle and hang out. And then Thursday, almost about the same thing, hanging out together. And then Friday, we went into downtown in one of my downtown cities out here, and we just walked around and went into a couple of stores to poke around. And we did get a couple of things, by the way, just so everyone knows this, for one fact. But yeah, so that was pretty cool. And we also took a ton of pics there too. And then Saturday got to relax. Starry, welcome back. How are you doing? Okay, good. Now we got 2 mods in this chat. It's gonna be helpful. How have you been? But yeah, so Saturday we've gotten to relax together. And then Michael, welcome. I see you're new. How are you doing? It's okay. I've been giving some of the updates kind of right now. But yeah, and so basically what was that? Oh, I was about to go into yesterday. So yesterday what we did was we went to church yesterday, which went really well. And then we got home, and yo, boy, I was tired afterward, like from all the excitement in church, but also just in general. Like, I've not been tired after church until yesterday. But y'all, for some of you that were in my live yesterday, oh, yo, I was still in my church clothes literally half of the day. Like, I have never been in church clothes that long. I'm not gonna lie. Like, y'all, I was literally in leggings and a cute top for probably half of the day. But then I did at one point yesterday change in the shorts to make it feel somewhat comfortable. So it kind of did something to that. But, yeah, it's crazy. And so, yeah, then after we came home, we got to cuddle once again together. Then I came on here and talked with y'all. Because, I mean, y'all, there were a couple of days that he was here that I was gonna stream, but then I just been forgetting to, because either it would be medical related things are trying to pop up in front of me, or really more of us. It's really more like us two in the way, and so it just kind of got a little crazy, but luckily I was able to get in yesterday to do all that. And so, do you and your boyfriend cuddle? No, clothed. To really answer that, no. I don't even would not want to do it that way. That'd be weird. No, we do have clothed people, and I'm thankful no one hasn't even pointed out. Like, I would not go full crazy. You know. Thank you so much, hacker. What the? Anyway. Yeah, I don't know why that person even asked that. We kind of like normal people would do, without the chaos. is all I will say to that person. Jonathan, welcome. How are you doing? Yeah, it's going good. Just hanging out right now, chilling. Thought I would come in for a little bit, even though it's my day off, but. Like I said, I tell you guys this, I do come in on some of my days off too and say hi, because either I'm not doing much or I just felt like just talking out to get something on my head, you know? Because, I mean, y'all are pretty good at me. So I'm like, we're going to chat for a little bit. Because, I mean, I'm not doing much right now. So, yeah, so that's what Sunday looks like. And then this morning, basically, like I said, I woke up, did what I normally would do. I came in here, dropped my stuff off, and then got AJ out of bed, which I woke him up. And then he got ready, and then we got to, then we got to cuddle we got to get our last morning cuddle session in before we had to drop him off today. And so, yeah. But yeah, so, anyway. Oh, God. You're literally insane, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I do it the normal, traditional. I'm not the weird. I'm not like a lot of people who go wild like that. Like, I just don't. And plus, y'all, we're only 19, so what the heck? But y'all, it's only like 2 months away until I'm 20. So, it's definitely something. For sure. But anyway. But I mean, y'all, my boyfriend's been nothing but amazing to me. And there were a couple of days where I've had to put up with just some of my medical stuff that I tell you guys about too, because since I'm also an epileptic and stuff like that, one of the things I get are dizzy spells and headaches a lot, but it's medication side effects though. It's nothing really alarming or anything, but my meds work. That's all that matters though. at the end of the day. Like, they cancel out my seizures completely to where I rarely even have them at all. So I thank God for that, though, at the end of the day. But y'all, even my boyfriend too, when I was going through those times for like probably 3 days I was experiencing it. He was nothing but very supportive and just kind and just helpful. Y'all, he also was very affectionate too, cause even he knows what I've went through, and even like there's times like I'll have one of those things happen or both happen, and he's not with me and it happens, and I will usually text him about it, letting him know what's going on, because I text him about half everything like that, because y'all, that's how much he loves me at the end of the day. Because y'all, in the future, we're gonna literally be almost like that in person. And so it's a good practice as well. But yeah. So, anywho, yeah, it's crazy. But y'all, something cute too was let's just say a few things grew within us this past week too. Like, y'all, for example, he actually, there were a few times throughout the week where we were either, it would be like when we're cuddling or something like that, and either it would be just a normal moment where we're actually feeling the moment, or if he sees me at my lowest point, like I've had to deal with for a few days, or just I don't feel like myself or look like myself at all around him. Y'all, he was so cute. He literally would kiss me, he literally kissed me on the head like a few times, y'all. Like a few times. And y'all, it was so cute. Because I don't really ever remembering him doing that. I don't know of. I think he might have in high school, but I don't remember if he did. Yeah. Yeah, it was cute. Yeah, so kind of what it looked like was he was over here, I was over here. We were snuggling like we would. And at some point, just, y'all, I'll tell you this too. But when he literally, y'all, like I said, for reference, I'm just on him. Like, I'm just cuddling next to him on his chest, just zoned out from all chaos, because that's what his touch feels to me. Is his touch to me, y'all, almost can be like I can zone out for a while and not feel stressed or anxious or anything, or stress at all about things. That's just how good he is. But yeah, and so it was really cute. And so it is. I mean, y'all, love is like, it's the best thing in the world, but it's crazy how a lot of it can do that. And so, yeah, so literally, there were quite a bit of times where we were cuddling and it would happen, and y'all, when it was happening, I literally would freak out. Like, I would go crazy. Because when he did it, y'all, I was like, like, I, almost had that instinct. Crazy look to myself. Like, I wanted to freak out, turn on. Like, I was literally getting turned on, y'all, because, like, oh my god. It was so crazy. Because y'all, for those of you that are new here, though, I have never experienced actual true love. Because I did date when I was a sophomore, but that was to a jerk who found me. And y'all, that's what exes do. They try to mess around with you. Excuse me. They'll try to mess with you for like months without knowing it, but then one day actually come out of your life like that. I kind of was thankful though because he was a bit of a nut. I'm not gonna lie. But luckily now, 2.5 years later, I'm thankful I am with the right person who actually loves me, respects me, and does all the things. And y'all, he also would just, even he would care about me. Like, he would also take care of me during bad times or if I'm going through a rough day. Actually, I will show you guys pics too, because I have some updated stuff since I last actually I'll show you guys. I'll show everybody pics again from yesterday that I showed because we have some new people in here. So there's the two of us. Y'all, look how hot he looks. I'm gonna keep showing because there's more than just one. Us. This one. Just, y'all, why do we look so good? But also, y'all, I am one of those people where I will get turned on. Even if he's wearing a polo shirt like this, or a suit, I will literally get turned on. Like, I will start freaking out. Just because he looks so hot in it. And then us standing. And then also us in the car. Which these pics I'm now showing you are today. Which we were in the car dropping him off. Hey there, Nicholas, I see you're new. And then I'll show you some other ones too, for those of you that didn't see those. This one. This one, this one. And then I've got a few others too, but it's taking a second. And then I got this one. That one. Yeah, this one's to keep. And then, y'all, and actually, y'all, around almost this time that I'm showing you, I actually was going through one of my Disney episodes on this exact day too. So, even he was right by my side throughout it. Let's see if I've shown you this one. There's a few of these that are like on top of each other. And then, again, there's more from like other days too. I'm gonna show you this. It just looks so good. Okay, y'all, my mom took this. Here's what's so funny. Me and AJ were doing the pics I've been showing you guys. And so we were doing one of those. And all this, Willow, welcome in the chat. How are you doing? And basically my mom saw, at one point, she saw us doing it. So she got a picture right at the time that we were taking one of those pics. And then y'all, like how good he looks. Like, I'm dead serious. Just too amazing. And then again over here. And then also here's me. So we're in the same frame, but I also had him take a few of me in this little area. And for anyone who wants to know, like, outfit-wise where these were from, so the tank I'm wearing in that photo is from Amazon, I think I remembered. And then, the shorts are from Tech Gear. And then the shoes are Asics, which Asics are like the best shoe to wear, honestly, in my opinion, because they're just really comfortable to wear, especially if you are out and about. Oh, here we go. Here's the other half too. I've got a lot from that day too. But yeah, these are for people who haven't seen all of the updates, so you're getting them. Then I'm showing you. Okay, y'all. This was one of the pics I'm about to show you next. Is actually of him and I. He actually fell asleep in this one photo I'm about to show you. Y'all, look. This is one of the moments. Like, y'all, I actually was able to get a freaking picture in the moment to actually prove it. And so I actually woke up at around a little bit at that point to even take it. It's okay, Willow. I'm glad that you came in here. But yeah, we're passed out in that photo for everyone who wants to see how cute we are. And then here's us in the sunset. And then him. Yeah, look how good he looks too. Then I'm gonna show you me, because I've got a few of myself as well. And which one is actually my profile now. It has been my profile for a couple of days. Even I'm glowing like crazy. And then him again, I'm about to show you. Looks too good. And here, I look a little crazy on that one. This one, we look too good. That one, and then also and then the last two are from, I'm about to show you, are from day one. So, us watching the sunset first day that he arrived. And then this one as well, of us sitting. But yeah, these are all pics that we took. Like, y'all, these were all pics from this week. From when he was here. JC, I think you're new. So welcome. Yeah, for anyone who is asking stuff like that, that's my boyfriend. For those of you that have followed me, but also those that are new. Now you know from my viewer, because they help everybody out with information I say constantly, and that's the best part. I mean, that would be cool, but he's not in the Dallas Cowboys. But that would have been hot. that would have been hot, no. But no, but y'all. Even for those of you that want to know our age gaps, we're only a year apart age gap. So I'm a year older than he is, technically. But right now we're the same age until I turn 20, which is like in 2 months from now, which is October 1st. I am 19 right now. Almost 20. Pretty soon. I can't believe I'm saying that. But yeah, pretty crazy. And so, yeah, and even for some of you that also want to know, it's a good age gap. Like, first of all, we're not, he's not, one of us here is not way overaged or twice the age. At least for recommendations, y'all, definitely a good couple year to a year age gap is good, because then it's not like too weird, but it's a good medium. So like you can be a year apart, like at least 1 or 2 years apart, or even a few. But don't try to be picking people who are like twice the age, like 10 to 20 years older. That would be weird. But at least like anywhere than a year or 2 or 3 is good, because it's not too crazy, but it's also like you're still in the range of all that. And so for reference, I am 19, he's 19, but kind of what the pattern looks like, y'all, is when I turn 20 coming up. So this is where the actual order comes in. So I turned 20 in October. I'm cold. And then after that, AJ turns, then we'll be opposite ages until June 27th of next year. Then he'll be 20, and then we'll be the same age for 4 months out of the year. And then I turn 21 next October. So that's basically how our age differences work. So that's for people who get curious about stuff like that, because, you know, a lot of people will want to know how it works like that. But yeah. And so, God, what? That's interesting. First of all, JC, I'm not taking stuff like that, to answer your question. And also, thank you for your comment, but the way you're putting it almost sounds like you're trying to flirt with me here when I'm taken. But I mean, there's a lot of people that can look good at different ages, you know. That's all I'm gonna put out there. But let me grab my phone charger real quick so I can still talk to you guys without having to. Just give me just a moment. Here we go. Sorry, y'all. I was plugging in my phone just now, so that way it doesn't try to die on me while we're in the middle of the stream. Because I'd rather that not happen. Oh, God. Okay. Except I kind of have it that way, but not like fully. But anyway, we're all just chilling now. But I mean, y'all, my boyfriend's just truly amazing. I will put it out there. And also, for those of you that also want to know his birthday too, his is June 27th. But y'all, and also, if y'all want to know birth year differences, I'm born 2005, he's born 2006. Pretty crazy to believe. Tono, I see you're new. Welcome. Oh, don't be fun of me either. Yo, 20 likes in the chat. That's crazy. But anyway, yeah, we're just hanging out. So feel free to ask whatever. Just don't say anything inappropriate or ask anything inappropriate is my recommendation to those that are just coming in. But, I mean, a lot of you do pretty good about that, but of course we still have people who do it in between everyone. So, let's not try to, hopefully not, make it look like that. But, yeah. So, no, I graduated high school last year, to answer your question. And actually, I'll show you guys a pic when I did graduate, too. So y'all can see what I looked like back a year ago. Give me just a minute. I'm going to pull a pic of me up to show you guys. I just gotta find a good one. But y'all, this was me when I graduated, but I'm gonna show you another pic too. But yeah, this is when I graduated high school, which was last year. Kind of crazy though, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Like, y'all, I actually transferred my senior year, so this school, so in this photo, this was where I went my second semester. Oh, and I'm showing you my boyfriend got by all of them, so we're gonna give him like a second. But yeah. Anyway. But yeah, that's a little bit of a sneak peek of what I looked like graduation back in the day. And so, I'll tell you this. For probably a little while, I was thinking college, but I mean, let me just say this. College is one of those things where it's not for, like, college is not for everybody. And the thing is, too, you gotta think about how you feel like you would do. Because college is a little bit more advanced here. Like, it's a little more detailed. And plus, with me and my disability, and plus, I do learn differently than everybody else would. And I'm just, there's also so many jobs you can do without a degree and stuff like that. So, I mean, but yeah, I feel like I want to do something that doesn't require a degree and stuff like that, and just feel it, But yeah, goodness. But if I did do college though, I would probably only do a 2-year. But I mean, if I did do college though, honestly, I would only just do I only would do a 2-year college, and that's it, because I don't want to go another 4 years, because, I've been ready to go through high school for 4 years, and those are, like, the craziest long years to even be in. So, yeah, but that would be my things. Thank you so much. I very appreciate it. I'll say this. I am luckily right now, I have been doing, job counseling right now. Like, I've been working with, so for anyone who's not familiar, so for those of you that aren't familiar, like, if anyone's not in Texas that has a disability, if you're not familiar with this, but I've been doing my counseling through Texas Workforce Commissions, which they help people with learning disabilities get jobs and get them started. And y'all, let me just say this. Looking back, I wish I started this. I really wish I started this when I was 16. Like, I wish I did, because then it would have felt less stressful and less chaotic. But y'all, from ages 16 to 19, which is right now, I have been searching, but either it be, I only got 2 places out of, like, a lot of them I went in for interviews, but I felt like went well, but management's like, they close the door at me. So I get 2 shut doors from interviews, so it's like, okay. And so, I feel like, it's helped me out a bit, because let me just tell you this. Doing counseling, I feel like I feel like you're not doing all of the work. I feel like you're splitting it. And honestly, when I've been doing it, I feel like it's been less stressful, because, like, right now I've been doing assessments at a couple of places just to see how I would do in a scenario, and if I did work in that range, then I would know if I would like it or not. And so, so I've done, like, basically 4 weeks with assessments, and I'm thankful that at least right now, for a little bit, I'm able to kind of slow down on it, because, it's kind of wild. Not gonna lie. But but like I said, at the end of the day, I'm thankful I am getting help, because if I just kept doing what I am doing, then I would be going nowhere. And y'all, Texas workforce helps, like, they actually help communicate with employees of a place of choice, or that I would want to go into. They can literally help advocate for me and go, hey, this person here might not, like, but they do it for really anybody. Because they can go in there and be like, just so you know, this person, he or she may not be able to understand you within 5 seconds of hearing all your instruction. You need to give him or her time to try to understand what you're saying. So try to explain it to that person in a more helpful manner. Don't just split it down a bit. Y'all, let me say this. When I was in school, but also in general, I use this whenever I find myself this is what I would do though. If I was working on something or trying to figure something out, I would have somebody that would know about it explain it to me in an easier method, use something to demonstrate it, or give an example of it, or split it down. But also, when it does get explained like that, also break that down into 2 parts. So you only do this. So it's do this part first, then do that, and then you go down. So, because y'all, even for people who have learning disabilities, it's good to break down instruction. Only tell somebody, hey, how about you just go ahead and do this step real quick, and then come back to me, and then I will tell you what to do from there, And think about that in your head for a second. Just by hearing that part of somebody, that is the best way we want to hear stuff that have a hard time learning, than just hearing 5 to 6 things all at once getting said without trying to figure it out. Because if they're like, hey, do these 5 to 6 things on here, your brain is gonna go in circles and you're gonna get really confused and frustrated easily. And so it's best to slow and break down parts of that. So do 1 to 2 parts of it, then report back, and then have them give you maybe 1 to 2 parts after, And even in school, I would do that too, because even I found it helpful. And honestly, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, that's also one of my ways too that I did do pretty good in high school, was just doing that. And even though, y'all, I literally got good A's, like anybody would. But Connor J, I see you're new, so welcome. Just seeing you in the chat while I was talking. So, hopefully you're doing well. What if I donate 1,000? Holy God. But anyway, we're all just chilling out right now. So give me just a second. Mel, welcome in here. How are you doing? It's been a second. Colin, I see you're new. Welcome. Eric, you're new too. Welcome. Yeah, look, we're getting a lot of new people with our returning people. But how are y'all doing since y'all are coming in? But yeah, we've been just chilling out and just hanging out here too, so feel free to ask stuff. That's good. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. Yes. Let me pin it real quick so people can see. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, definitely feel free to ask questions. Just let me just like I tell everybody this. Han. Trayvon, welcome in the chat. I see you're new. Mistaken identity. I see you're new. Okay, thank God. I'm like, if you were about to spam me, I would go nuts. Kids, like I was trying to say before we got an interruption. So for those of you who are coming in, y'all can ask questions. Just all I recommend about it is don't ask anything inappropriate. You know, we've gotten some people on here before who go that route, and you know, we don't want to not have just me get impacted by it, but others too, because you never know if somebody in the live could have experienced something along the lines of that question, or it bothers them in a certain way. You know, I'd rather be safe than not. So it's just a friendly reminder to those on here. What? Why? Why did she do that to you? I'm so sorry to hear about that, though. I swear there's people that are nuts out there. But I don't know why they would do that. Oh, you don't know? I mean, Eric, there's people out there that can do crazy things, and I don't know why she would have cheated on you. But just know, finding the right person, it takes a little bit. Like, it does take a little bit. Like, it's not, even for people who aren't dating in general, this goes for some people. Like, everyone thinks finding somebody right is like that. No, not correct. Y'all, so far for me at least, it literally took one person, technically two, in math, but it took me 2 guys just to find the right person. Because for those of you that don't know my second dating background, because I did date before this one, my ex was a total jerk. Which, y'all, high school exes can be like that. Not everyone, but some. And he ended up liking somebody else at one point. And I kind of was happy, though, that he did break up with me, because, y'all, he was kind of stupid back in the day. But luckily now we're on friend terms, so he's actually done a lot better since then. But I'm thankful to this day, 2.5 years, almost 3 years. At this point, I'm thankful that I landed with my boyfriend named AJ, and he's literally been nothing but the best boyfriend in the world, but also an amazing one too, because y'all, he cares about me and loves me for who I am, not just for the little things. And the thing is, when you love somebody and you love them too, you should only love the full picture, not little details about the person, like, the little things don't matter. It's the full image of that person that matters. Like, he loves me in the full image of myself, not just for looks, appearance, age, anything like that, which are little things in here. So, for those of you that are going through something similar, just know those little bits, because those go a long way. And it's also another version to think about that, to describe this. Think about baseball for a second. Like, whenever somebody like either goes to like either get a strike in the middle of pitching. That's kind of what it's like. It's like strike 1 and then 2 and 3, but sometimes there could be more than 3. So for me, luckily I only was at like technically I would only have been at 1 strike at this point because it took one person after him to come in. Even technically it's 2 by the math. And so yeah, Mel, because I mean, like I said, I've experienced that side myself, so even I know how it works and what it looks like, because like I said, like literally at the end of the day, you want to love your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, fiance, anyone like that, the full image. Not, it's like really, like I said, little things don't matter, because if we just say the little things about somebody, then who are we, first of all? Like, that just goes to show that we're not human at that point. So we need to definitely make sure that we're loving our people, like our loved ones, as a full image. Kind of like in the Bible a little bit, kind of a way, but in relationship version of that. And so, hold on, my sleeves up. Give me just a minute though. I'm just going to adjust my pillows so that way they're more comfortable to sit back while I'm talking with you guys. So, yeah. Let's approach video. Of course, Eric. Like I said, I've experienced similar things as you too when I was, and for those of you that want to know, again, if you're new here, I was a sophomore in high school when that happened to me. And then luckily, senior year, that's when my right now person stepped in, which was basically a year and a half ago, almost 2 years next month. But even I am happy to say that we have been doing really well. Like I said, we'll be officially 2 years next month on the 18th. Just, I think that's literally insane. Like, I can't believe it. Like, I can't believe it's almost 2 years that we've been together. And he's been nothing but amazing and kind and caring and respectful. He's even been there with me through my darkest and happiest moments. And even as an example of like my kind of worst moments was a couple of times because when he was out here, there were like I think 3 or 4 days, like the last 3 or 4 days that he was here, like during that week, I was experiencing for some of you that know me, I'm an epileptic, and so I was experiencing some of my side effects I get from it, which are dizzy spells and headaches, which are related to the medications I take, but at the end, those meds work good because my seizures do not rarely form. Praise God for that. And so, yeah, and so, it was like I think it was like one day it was both. Like, I was having a headache and a dizzy spell, and even he was by my side throughout both of those. And then the next day, I think I was having a dizzy spell by my side, and then next day a headache, and then I think another dizzy spell, or both. I know, actually, last night was one of those nights too. But last night at some point after I ate, I was just sitting there because we were waiting a little bit for something to get done that I needed to do. And we were just sitting there for a little bit, and I began to notice that I felt one of my dizzy spells coming on, because y'all, I can sense when they're coming on, because the beginning stages of it, like, I can start feeling some motion in my head wanting to shift, which will cause me to stare at something, like look at like a corner of the room or something, or at something, just to make sure I'm actually having one and not just a thought. Because a lot of times I would look like, an example I'm kind of give you guys. Like, sometimes, look at the middle of the wall. So, like, kind of use that as an example. I kind of would do something like that, where I would just look, like, I'll look at like at a corner, just to make sure, because sometimes you can't tell when you're looking straight. So sometimes I do kind of turn, just to make sure that's actually happening. And then once I do feel it, I make sure that I do sit down and not do anything crazy, but also make sure I do lay down, relax, and not push myself to it. And so when my boyfriend's had to experience me going through these, like I said, he was by my side throughout those. But we also, what we would do too is, we actually cuddled together, and it definitely helped me out after a while. And I told some people a few minutes ago, but he also, one of the things I did notice that I definitely seen that has grown in him, was he has kissed me on the head a few times, which is cute, which was really cute. So it would either be during just cuddling in general, that sometimes he would do it, and especially he did it too when I was having those moments as well. Because y'all, I feel like his boyfriend instincts are slowly starting to finally get in there somehow, and sensed him. And y'all, when he did that to me though, y'all, I literally was so turned on, like it just turned me on. I'm like, oh my god. Because, like I said, I've never even felt that in love before, until he came in the picture this past year. And so, because, it's crazy. And it's like a first for me, so I was, like, pumped. And for me, even I feel really good knowing that I am with somebody who actually shows affection. Because, y'all, even he and I cuddle all the time. We do half the basic things that you would do when you're with your boyfriend or girlfriend. And so he actually does what we all would do. And so, yeah. But yeah. Pretty crazy. Anyway, hang on. Let me see if this partner came on there or something like that. Oh, wait, here we go. Oh, here we go. I think the thing just came undone while we were talking. So that just caused it to look crazy. But yeah. Yep. Exactly, Mel. Yes. Mel, he's all three of those. Like, hands down. Like, first of all, y'all, I can kind of describe some of this here. Like, y'all, I feel like he is my protector because, y'all, number one, y'all, his touch, y'all, when it comes to us cuddling, as an example, oh my, y'all, his touch, that was, like, the best thing that I would feel any day if I had to think about it. Because, y'all, from his touch, I feel safe in his arms. Like, I feel like if we were just doing just a normal thing and I felt like danger was gonna come towards me, he would instantly grab me and know that he loves me and he won't let anything bad happen to me. And even I'm the same with him too. Even though, oh, I'm gonna cry. Wow. But it's fine because I love him, you know. And just, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just, yo. And also, the thing is, at the end of the day, when you feel your partner's touch like that, y'all, you're gonna feel so calm and good and just at ease. And know that you've chosen somebody that was actually the right person in the long run. And then also, like, first of all, he does provide. Like, and he will provide in the future as well. And then he is my biggest cheerleader, but also he does support me, especially if I'm going through something rough or if I'm having a bad day. He's always there to be by my side. And like I said, examples of that were when I go through just some of the days that I end up having either a Disney episode or a headache or both. He's there by my side. He will be like, okay, screw that. He's not going to be the person that will say, okay, screw that. That's not real. That would be a boy, y'all. Y'all, that would be a freaking boy telling me that, if that were a thing. But y'all, he's a man. He's a freaking man. Meaning, he's like, baby, I hope you feel better soon. I will be by your side no matter what. But y'all, he definitely would let me preach. And also, I can feel like I can be myself without having to do something with me to show myself off like that. Like, y'all, y'all, I can look like this. I can wear a freaking hoodie, shorts, and a shirt underneath, and my hair tied back and not care. But I can also wear sweatpants. Like, I could just be wearing sweatpants or athletic pants. And he would not care what the heck I'm wearing. Like, for real. Because at the end of the day, you should be comfortable in your own self. But also you want to be comfortable in what you wear too, because you don't want to feel uncomfortable in a situation like that. Because if you are, then you're in the wrong spot for all of it. And so, but yeah, he's been nothing but amazing since day one. But yeah, so, hang on. Gonna. Okay, sorry about that. I started to itch. Something that was making me crazy. So, hang on. But yeah, I mean, he's just the best thing. And even some of you guys have seen some of that too, because even I stream with him. But, it's been crazy. But y'all, and also y'all, let me say this. Some of the stuff I am telling you guys, y'all, that's some of the things that will show, that shows me that he is husband material. Because if he were to marry me in like 5 to 10 years, that's what I would want to see come out of him. Is all of that good side coming out and not the other way around. Not like if you were somebody's ex in high school, like me. And so we don't want to be turning out like that. But anyway, yeah, pretty crazy. Anyway. Yeah, I got an itch again, so give me just a minute. But yeah. Two. It was so many. Hang on. I'm gonna pull this up. But yeah, like I said, I can literally wear whatever. Like, I can be in my own skin and feel comfortable around him without feeling like I'm being judged. And also, y'all, my boyfriend is not the type of person who would judge me by appearance as well. But, hey Paula, how are you doing? But anywho, we're just chilling, y'all. Hang on, y'all. Just gotta fix my clip. Anyway. Hey there. I see you're new. Yep, skip that person because I don't know what you said, but yep, you can get out of here because I bet you were trying to say something stupid. From the looks of it. Thank you, Paula, for doing that. See, y'all? That's what I mean. Y'all don't be messing around because my mods know their job in here. Like, they know what they're doing. But, hey, Paula, how are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. But, yeah. But, yeah, we're just chilling, y'all. And so, yeah. I mean, I can't stop thinking about my man now. But, yeah. So, anyway. Y'all, I'm not gonna be on here much longer. But, yeah. So, we're just hanging out for a couple more minutes. But, hey, I'll be right back. Mods, watch the chat. Okay. Hey, you guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I was texting my boyfriend saying hey to see how he's doing. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go and get off here in just a second, though. But I'm gonna give it like another minute because I think one of y'all just came back. But yeah. So, yeah. But yeah, I was just texting him to say hey to him to see what he's up to. But yeah. Okay. Flames, I'm not gonna listen to your response, no offense, because that sounds offensive. And I don't tolerate stuff like that on here. So please, please respect, because we are a positivity free zone here, not a negative free zone. Thank you. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here though, y'all, but I will come back on here tomorrow like I would normally. But